Please welcome to the stage, coming off a win in his UFC debut, a former Olympian, the undefeated Ben Askren.
Ben, you weren't supposed to be here, but you got invited, you lobbied to be here. Why was it so important for you to be here? And
I don't give a damn if George has reservations at the IHOP and doesn't want to come to work. I'm not missing an opportunity. He wouldn't say my name. It was like this little thing that he does. And George needs to know, I don't get full on a 3-piece and a soda. He better bring the whole damn family meal for that night. You are not really secure with your own masculinity that you see, oh my God, he said something. I need to go prove I'm tough. Hi-yow, I am tough. There is no way on God's green earth this guy could do anything to me. It's totally impossible. I will do whatever I want to this person. I will dominate them. I will humiliate them. And when I grabbed George, even though I was only 2 months into my MMA career with no fights, that's how I felt about him.
Every time it's ever happened, it's like a shot of adrenaline. And I could feel the dopamines and the adrenaline and all these things getting released into my body that at that moment, I'm not even human anymore.
He's been doing this for a long, long time. He's as real as they come. He's been literally fighting for everything he's got on the streets of Miami, backyard type stuff since a teenager.
I went to this gym that was amazing. I would say most people walk in a boxing gym like this and they immediately will walk out because it's hot, it stinks. You could see the heat, the steam coming out from the floor. Nothing that I've done up to this point means anything to me. I want that belt for myself. I want to know that I am the world's best and I beat the world's best.
To our boy Jorge, we love him. Wish him nothing but the best. To the fighting spirit that you got, homie, we love it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Then I'm getting a red little car. Yeah, I'm gonna go out to the PI after this too, just get a quick little workout in. This car's kind of fast a little bit, huh? Nissan Altima? So we got George and you know, now he wants to put on this role as though it was his idea to take the fight. It definitely was not. He was trying to do everything he could to avoid it. I think I'm just a lot better than him. I think I'm gonna bring a lot to the table that he's not gonna be able to handle, and then he's just gonna get deep water and he's not gonna know how to deal with it. He's gonna get frustrated. It's gonna make it worse. Man, it feels good to sweat like this. I don't know. If I go a couple days without sweating, I start feeling funny. And so now I'm at that precipice where I just need to kick this door down. And so when I beat George on Saturday night, then that's going to set up a title fight between me and Marty, which I think is being directly driven by the fact that I'm going to be 20-0, but also driven by the fan interest in the bout.
I got nothing to prove to nobody, really. I just want to fight. He's just a punk and I want to beat him up. It's not like personal. I just want to break his face, man. I don't know if you could call that personal.
My headspace is great. I'm enjoying my week. I got a great opportunity this weekend to propel myself a lot further in this division. He's a tough fighter, but he's going to lose on Saturday night.
Askren, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him.
I mean, it's not like I'm giving back to the fans, but in a way I'm kind of giving back to them. It's the questions that they want to hear because they came out of their mouth. So, you know, they got a lot of interesting questions and nothing's written, nothing's thought out. So they're going to get an honest answer from me. I'm going to give them options. We got all the way from the 3-piece and the soda to the family pack with a 2-liter soda. He can pick out what he wants.
I went from a guy who's kind of, I don't know if you say disliked or the heel or whatever, you know, somewhere in that category to the guy that everybody loved.
Well, he's good. He's just not good enough. I got singles, high crotches, duck unders, body locks. Seems like a few different things.
You really dancing? You guys are, not me, you guys are dancing. You fucking dancing, huh?
You're just gonna do whatever you do, man. I'm gonna put the music on. That would go viral in a bad way. That would not be good. Not a big dancer.
What round and how are you going to do it?
We're going to do it painfully and brutally. That's for sure. I don't like this dude, as everybody can know. So it's gonna be brutal, man. It's gonna be painful, man.
No, I looked at you. I said I was busy. I gotta get up. Come on, answer all that. Why are you so mad? I'm not mad. Why are you so mad, bro? Why are you mad? He's gonna be so angry.
What does Jorge hate you so much?
Yeah, that's a question for him, not a question for me. I don't know.
Do you think it's anything you've said, though?
I don't believe I said anything too bad. I mean, I said I'm gonna beat him, but that's about it. Well, I got a question. All these reporters ask me why you're so mad. I'm kind of curious.
I'm not mad. I seen him yesterday in the lobby when there was none of you around, and he looked like a deer in lights the way he stiffened up. You know, the way he was acting, and obviously he had this little speech prepared, and that's pretty awesome that he was able to ask one question over and over.
Why are you so mad, bro? Bye-bye, Georgie.
UFC fans, we'd like to welcome you to the weigh-in for UFC 239. Here is Joe Rogan.
What's happening, Vegas? Welcome to the weigh-ins. Uh-oh. He's going under the chin. Almost. He's got his head, though. He's got a bulldog choke. Oh, he's going out. He's out. He's out.
I'm not the freaking referee, is all it comes down to. Well, you know what? I want to know. Hey, Dana, is that really the best you got? Bring him, baby.
And that's who I'd like to fight.
Main event time here at London's O2 Arena.
Am I fighting him after this fight? No, because I'm fighting for the title. But I will break his face at some point.
Oh, he's down. Oh! He's out!
What a finish for Jorge Masvidal!
We grappled against each other. Now, it was a decade ago. But he felt what I felt like, and he knows this is a really bad idea. He's going to get beat up. I can dominate George because my wrestling and my grappling is so far superior to what he has. And the thing that has to make most of the division even more nervous, I can take a big shot.
Jorge Ben Askren! Official weight 171! Official weight 170.5!
His muscles aren't very big and his beard's pretty ugly. But besides that, I think it's going to be total domination.
He doesn't upset me. I'm happy I'm going to get paid to correct that mistake that is Ben Askren.
Yeah. Pretty solid overall. Lost a good majority, so I really didn't need to go this morning. Yeah, so good.
Street Jesus, right here. Street Jesus. Dope. Game time.
Talk that shit now, baby. Talk that shit now, baby. Talk that shit now. Where's all that shit you got to say?
Keep looking at me like this, the same way it's gonna beat them all, baby. You're gonna be looking up, wondering what happened.
Official weight 171! Jorge Masvidal!
For two others, it's a heated crossroad.
Ben knows me personally on a personal level, and he knows I'm a man.
Oh, he's down. He's out!
I'm going to cut him off, I'm going to smother him, get my hands on him, and then he's in my world.
Oh, he's going out! He's out! He's out! He's out!
Dateline, Las Vegas, Nevada. He goes by Gamebred. Jorge Masvidal returned from a 16-month absence earlier this year, and man did he do so in style. 2 post-fight bonuses for his main event knockout of Darren Till. Ben Askren, 19-0 as an MMA pro. His UFC debut against Robbie Lawler didn't go off without a hitch, but it did produce a win. Francis Ngannou off a big win over Junior Dos Santos last Saturday night, and the now 2-division UFC champion really turned the MMA world on its axis with his stunning knockout of Darren Till. That was back in March in London. Tonight, Gamebred faces a decidedly different challenge in the form of the Olympic wrestler Ben Askren.
And everybody is curious to see who's going to be the guy to put the first loss in his column.
All right, so here's the number 5 ranked welterweight in the world, Ben Askren. He has injected so much energy and flavor into this welterweight division since signing with the UFC.
That's what makes him so interesting. And he's been able to do that to so many world-class fighters outside the octagon. Now we get to see him fight the best of the best in the UFC.
Undefeated in the streets and making the walk for his 47th professional fight here tonight, 17th in the UFC.
He's really coming into his own in these last couple of years of fighting.
Man, to be in that arena and hear that crowd go silent when he put Darren Till down like that. Both fighters 34 years of age, both fighters 5'11" tall, slight reach advantage for Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
Ben Askren!
Gamebred is in the building. The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Wow! One of the greatest knockouts you'll ever see!
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
And he has just turned in the fastest knockout in UFC history.
Here it is in real time. My goodness. Look at this. Ben drops down and goes into it as he's going for the legs. He anticipated it perfectly.
Nice to see Ben Askren get back to his feet.
Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
I want to take this time on a personal. Thank God Almighty for this journey, man. It's been an amazing journey. 16 years I've been doing this at this level. I don't want to say nothing about Ben, so don't ask me nothing, because I got nothing nice to say. So my mother told me, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. So we're going to skip Ben questions.
Why the flying knee?
Because he's a bum.
But let's take a look at it here.
That dude was talking wild, man. You know, I had to show him that there's consequences sometimes. There's some bad motherfuckers out there, and you don't want to wake them up. You guys are welcome for ending that dude.
Jorge Masvidal, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man, can he fight.
His skill set is not my skill set, you know? That was just to check him real quick, let him know off rip you can't be shooting. But if he had survived that, we were ready to whoop him for 14 minutes and 30 seconds till I would have ended him, because that's what I really wanted to do. Like I said in every interview, I wanted to beat the crap out of him. You want to leave me in my own lane. You don't want me to get woken up and take my frustrations out on you. I've been doing this for 16 years. I'm starting to get the recognition now for my hard work, and I just thank God, man. The journey's been such an amazing one. But if you like this, the sheer violence and just somebody that wants to compete at the highest level, then tune in. But I got to get paid.
And that's why people love you.
It's time for me to make some money. I got children. They're going to go to universities. Mark my words. I need to get paid.
When you looked at the matchup, was that ever even a possibility in your mind when you have Ben Askren in there versus Jorge?
Yeah, well, the flying knee was brilliant. The way that he set it up, the way that he did it, the way that he timed it, the execution of it, it was brilliant. That's the most vicious knockout I've ever seen. And how long it took Ben Askren to get up. That wasn't a TKO. That was a vicious, nasty KO.
He took the bait. You know, I put my hands behind my back. He probably thought we were going to fucking patty kick it up or something. I don't know. But he walked right into it, you know.
I saw some criticism. People say the punches weren't really necessary. Maybe
they were super necessary. And rub it in your face so you and guys like you could see it and be like, maybe I don't talk so much shit, because when I cross one of these real motherfuckers, they're going to make me pay for it, man. They're going to embarrass the shit out of me. And it's not over for Ben either. He still has to deal with me. If I see him at Whole Foods, I'm going to still slap that dude up because I don't like him. I want to get paid for my services. I think I bring a very real thing to this fighting thing, and that's just baptizing people. I'm not God, but I'm putting motherfuckers in another planet when I'm done with them. He got the head buster with no longer with us clavicle. He got all types of shit. Then he got those punches to the face, you know, because I thought he was going to get up. Not just the Robbie Lawler fight, his whole career. He's always like, his face is a magnet to crotches. And if you want to try to touch my crotch and you're a dude, there's a heavy toll to pay, man. There's a heavy toe. This crotch ain't for dudes.
5, 8 years ago when you were maybe more physically talented but not as experienced?
No, I'm probably more physically talented right now, man. Tell you the truth.
Really? In what way?
In many ways, man. Some of them I can't talk about them on air, but I'm fucking talented as fuck, man, physically and mentally. He fell for the bait so hard. I could just see how eager he was just to come forward. And so I put my hands behind my back and let him think, come eat. He didn't know it was going to be a buffet, though. He thought it was going to be a 3-piece. Now you getting the whole fucking MGM Grand buffet to the face, man. I seen him one day in the hallways. We were taking pictures, and I just jumped up on him. And right away, I could see how nervous he was. He's a deer in lights, stiff meister, you know. This is just, I don't like my coworker, we could say, but this is not beef, you know. This is just some idiot I don't like, you know. But my job, thank God, you guys got to be jealous of this for me. I get to punch the coworkers I don't like in the face. As soon as he was acting like he wanted to come forward, and I put my hands behind my back and like signaled to him, and he was like, yeah, for sure, I'm putting my face in your crotch. I was like, all right, I got you, bro. For sure, I got you, bro. You're such a fucking fish, man.
Dana said he wanted to build a PI in Puerto Rico, and you said...
I'm gone.
Yeah, and you said
I'm gone. Puerto Rico, here I go.
Did you talk to Dana about that? You said you wanted to meet with him.
Nah, Dana ain't talked to me about that. He might be a little mad I did his boy Ben like that, man. I know those two are real close.
Quick on Ben Askren. Have you gotten any medical
updates on him? I should have jumped into that too. He's good. All of his stuff came back negative, so he's okay. Cool. I'm sure he's not okay, but he's... You know,
good enough.
Yeah, he set up the flying knee perfectly. He landed it perfectly, and it was super impressive. So what's weird is with Masvidal is when I first saw Masvidal, I said, man, this guy is so talented. But it was almost like his head wasn't really into it. It's not until recently that this guy started getting serious about fighting. And when he did, holy shit. Yeah, it's impressive. You know, he's just he's unique. He's unique. That dude's a fighter. That guy is a guy that if he wasn't doing this for a living, he'd be doing this anyways, somewhere else. Illegally, probably.